Hello, Sarah of SEK Handmade here. I am so excited to be here with you today. Originally, in the big plan of things, I was not planning on recording today, but I've had this feeling and I've been thinking on this subject of why we shouldn't set goals at the end of the year. And I really felt like I'm probably not the only person who feels this way. And one of the hardest things about feeling this way is feeling alone in feeling this way. So I wanted to share so that if you feel like I do and you feel the pressure of setting goals at the end of the year, that I can encourage you that you're not alone and that there are some good reasons why you shouldn't set goals at the end of the year. For years, I caved to the pressure of being the enthusiastic person who set all of the goals at the end of the year. And it was always unsuccessful. And a few years ago, I just decided I'm done with New Year's resolutions. They don't work for me. I always end up frustrated and disappointed. But this year, I am going a step further. Not only am I not setting a New Year's resolution, I am also not setting any goals for next year right now at the end of the year. And I want to tell you why, if you feel like I do, it's okay to just let it go. A couple weeks ago, I started feeling the pressure. I felt the anxiety rising in me. I felt the overwhelm. My brain started going like crazy with ideas. And what if I do this? And what if I do that? Do I have enough time to do this? And where do I go with this? And what about this? And could this be better than this? And I felt awful, honestly. The pressure and the anxiety. I wasn't sleeping well. I was snippy with my family. And I thought to myself, as I have thought in the past, I'm not doing it. I'm letting go of setting goals for next year right now. Now, I'm not saying I'll never set goals. That's not that's not where I'm going with this. Or make plans for next year. I have some plans for January in place, but I'm going to give you 3 reasons why I am not setting my goals in stone for next year at the end of December. The first one is I'm just plumb too tired. We have 2 birthdays in our immediate family in December. We have 2 birthdays in our extended family in January. We celebrate Christmas and all that comes with that, with the travel and the gifting and the baking and the cooking and all the things. December has already sucked a lot of my emotional energy, my physical energy, my brain power. And when I'm in a place where I am tired, I very, very easily get very, very overwhelmed. And I start having these really big and strong emotions, and my judgment and intentions, they just fly out the window. I make poor choices, and so when I'm tired, it is not a good time to be making goals. I either go really big and think without thought of like, is that realistic for me? How is that going to look in my life? I go real big because I see somebody else's big goal and I think, shoot for the stars. Which, leaves more anxiety and more pressure, right? And that's not good. that's not good for goal setting. Unrealistic, never going to reach goals made in the heat of the moment or in the depths of exhaustion are not good. Or I get kind of down and I start thinking when I'm tired, I just can't accomplish anything. I'm too tired. I don't have the energy for this year, so I'm just going to go real small. And then those goals, they aren't great for growing and expanding, and they're not really what I want for myself either. So setting goals when I'm tired never lands me in the best place because I'm not ready emotionally. Similarly, the second reason you should not make goals at the end of the year is misplaced enthusiasm. If I can muster the energy to make goals, I often do it in the worst way possible. And like I said before, you see someone else's goal and you think, yes, me too. They inspire you to commit to the something giant and big and amazing, and maybe not anything that's really actually good for you. Because what's a good goal for someone else is not necessarily a good goal for you. You might be in a different place in your life. You might have different intentions. You might choose to focus on different things. So being inspired by someone else's goal and just diving headlong into their goal is misplaced enthusiasm. I don't think we've quite gotten to the space of the year where people start planning their make nines for next year. This is something that shows up a lot on Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram, you might not know what I'm talking about. The purpose of a make nine is inspiration and goals. The idea is you pick 9 projects and your goal is to make all 9 of those projects in the next year. And that can absolutely be a great and wonderful and inspiring thing. But every year when I see them, I misplace my own enthusiasm. I see, Janet down in her life with her different situation and different abilities and different goals and intentions, decide that she's going to make 3 blankets and 7 sweaters this year. Then, oh, nope, I got to 10. Sorry, 6 sweaters this year. And that's going to be her make 9. And I think, yes, that's beautiful. Me too. Without putting any intention behind it. I misplace all my enthusiasm on the inspiration of someone else's goal without a lot of thought or intention for what that looks like in my life. And then, and I'm not going to lie, every year when I talk to other makers about the Make 9, I'm going to say 87% of them don't make most of their Make 9. And I'm going to go out on a limb and I'm going to say that it is because of misplaced enthusiasm. We get caught up in the excitement of the goal making and the beautiful things and the other beautiful things that people are going to make. And instead of really thinking about what do I want for my year? What do I have time for? What do I have capacity for? What gives me breathing room so that this is something that's joyful and not stressful? We don't think about those things. And so that misplaced enthusiasm leads to not accomplishing our goals and to disappointment. And oh gosh, and I hope not, but sometimes being really hard on ourselves, like I didn't make my Make 9 and what's wrong with me? Nothing. Especially if you did it with misplaced enthusiasm instead of a lot of thought and intention. So I'm not misplacing my enthusiasm on other people's goals this year. I'm going to wait and I'm going to make my own goals later on and not at the end of the year. My last reason you should not set your goals at the end of December is too much pressure. I am sharing this with you now because the pressure is coming. I feel like we're not quite there yet. People are still in like happy Christmas making mode. But it's coming. Next week, all the posts about the amazing things that people are going to do for next year are going to start popping up. And if you're like me and you haven't preset your intention to let that go, you're going to start feeling the pressure to do the same thing. So I wanted to share this with you today so that when that pressure starts to build, you can also have made an intentional decision about if you're going to set your goals at the end of the year or not. And if the answer is no, you can see other people's goals and be enthusiastic for them, but let go of your own goal setting. Because even if people are sharing on social media with the intention to be inspiring, you can still feel that as pressure to make your own goals and to make equally Instagrammable, shareable, social mediable goals instead of intentional goals that are right for you. There's also a lot of pressure from advertising. And let's be honest about what their intention is behind that. They want you to buy stuff. And so if you are seeing an advertisement about setting your goals, let's be honest, 100% of the time, their goal is for you to spend money on their products to help you with your goals. And so their goal is even if their motivations are pure, that they really feel that they have a product that will help you set your goals and reach your goals, the pressure you might feel from them, they're not with you. And so they don't know that maybe you need to let it go, if that makes sense. So really set your intention now. Look at yourself. Talk to yourself. That's not a problem, right? I hope not, because I talk to myself a lot. But trust your intuition, trust your body. If your body is saying, I am exhausted, I don't have the capacity for goal setting, if I pressure myself or I give into the pressure that other people are placing on me to set goals now, they will not be goals that are best for me, because they won't be made with intention and with right mindset. And then you can let that go and not worry about it. The point is that for me, goal setting now is not successful. However, if you are a person you got enthusiasm for days at the end of the year, and you are ready to set your intentions, and you are ready to really look critically and clearly at what your goals are going to be for next year, go for it. I'm not saying nobody should set goals at the end of the year. I'm just saying everybody doesn't need to set goals at the end of the year. Because, and I'm going to tell you what I keep telling myself, so that if you need to tell yourself this in the future, you can. We as society feel like there needs to be a magic starting point, right? We say, I have this thing I want to do. I'll start it at the first of the month. I'll have my final weekend of eating all the sweets I can fit in my mouth. And then on Monday, I'll start the diet. We give a power to those starting points that they don't really have. There is nothing magical about January 1st. I'll say it again. There is nothing magical about January 1st. Whether you start your goals on January 1st or January 12th, and that's just a random date. That might be a Tuesday. You might start your goals on a Tuesday. It doesn't matter. There's nothing magical about January 1st. If you feel the enthusiasm and the fresh start of a new year, that's great. But if on January 1st all you feel is exhaustion, there's nothing magical about it. So listen to yourself and listen to your body and honor what you need and not what people tell you you should do. And then come January 12th or 15th or February 6th, you'll be ready to set goals with intention and the right mindset to really be successful for the year. I would love to hear your thoughts and feelings about this. Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this helpful, I'd love if you like this video. It helps me get a better understanding of what you enjoy hearing about. So you don't miss out on anything else, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel and then turn on notifications. That's the little bell symbol down there. And then you'll get notifications when I post new videos. If you want to know about all things SEK Handmade, check out all the links in the description below to all of my social medias, and be sure to not miss out on anything by signing up for my email list. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope if you feel like I do, that this allows you to release that pressure of setting goals at the end of the year. And if you are also like me, who wants to release setting goals but also doesn't want to do nothing, come back next week. I'm going to share with you what I am going to be doing with my time and energy instead of setting goals at the end of the year. Thank you so much for joining me today, and happy crafting!